Hi lads, in this video I'm going to go through how to 2017 section B question 4 oblique view question. It tells us the figure shows the elevation and plan of a four-wheel drive logo. The grid and elevation is made up of 15mm squares and the thickness and plan is 10mm. It tells draw one of the following views: A, an isometric view of the logo, or B, an oblique view of the logo. So for this question I'm going to do the oblique view of the logo. So start off first, I'm going to draw my baseline going across there, and the width of my grid is going to be 240mm. And we just take our two ends up each side, and the height of our grid is going to be 105. After that, we're told it's 15mm squares, so I'm just going to put a dot. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105, 120, 135, 150, 165, 180, 195, 210, and then 225, leaving 240 to finish off. And take all them lines straight up. And now I have to divide up the sides into 15mm as well. So 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, and that leaves me with a 105 left over there. And we take all those points across as well. Now to start off, I'm going to draw the 4 first. So the 4 is up 2 squares to that point there, and then it goes up heavy a further 2 more, and then we can see it's connected in 3 squares there, and that's the same as just going at 45 degrees, and then 2 points there. It goes across 1 there and down 1, and you can see the lines are going parallel, so I go back in 45 degrees to that point there. Then take that across, excuse me, heavy 2 for going up 1, back at 45 degrees again, and then down to that point there, go back at 45 again, and then that goes up 2 before closing off the 4. The W then, there's 1 gap between them, and they go down all the way up to where you're up to there. So there's the first part of the W. It then goes across 2. I'm just going to mark in all the base for now, so I skip 1, and then it goes across 2 more there to that point there. And then for the top, it goes across 2 here. You then have a gap of 1 in between, so you go 2 more. And then we'll just mark the dot for the ends. The W is going to be there for that side. So from the question we can see that this point here, that point connects all the way down to this point here. So it gives us 1 angle in the W there. And then this point connects to this point here. And that'll give us what we need to draw in heavy between there and there. After that then, the end of this point here, that'll connect to this point here, and then this point here is going to connect to this point here. Sorry, no, it just goes straight up. So it just goes straight up like that there, and that connects back there. And the last part then for the W, we have this point here connecting to this point here, and then this second point here, that connects then to this first point here. And that'll give you these two angle lines there. And then finally, for this point here, that connects where we go across 2 to there. I'll draw them lightly first of all. And it goes down to actually at that point there. So the top line then, it goes heavy across to there, down at 45, straight down to there, closes that off, and the base will go heavy all the way on to the start of the W. We're going back at 45 degrees to that point, and then this will go heavy all the way across until there's 2 squares left there. Go back at 45 degrees, straight up to this point here, back in at 45, and close that part off there. And that gives you the outline of the 4WD. So the trickiest part there is actually doing this section here. It's a bit confusing at the start, but just look at where your points are connecting up and just draw them after that. So then the next part is actually drawing an oblique. So an oblique we have to go 45 degrees, and the plan tells us if we look down on top it's going to be a thickness of 10 mil. So I'm going to start with the top half of the 4 here. So I'm just going to extend these points out. So it's going to be a thickness of 10 mil. So I go back 10 mil there. Remember, all these lines are going to go parallel to each other. So the top is straight across to there. Draw that part in heavy. As this goes vertical, this one's going to go vertical and hits our 45 degree line there. So that's going to be the top half there. After that then, we have these parts here going at 45 degrees, and they go back 10 mil as well. So it's going to go back like that there, and to there. And also there's going to be a little section here with the 10 mil. So I'm going to draw that in there as well. So 10 mil in there, and that'll go heavy. So that might be a part that people might miss out on. It's actually drawn in that part there. After that, we have the W going back at 45 degrees. So all these points here along the top. I just extend it out to where the D is there. And I just do the outline all the way out to here as well. And because they share the same line, I can just take this 10 mil width across as well. And that goes heavy between there and there, between there and there, and then between there and there. And they go back 45 degrees as well at all them points. So because this one's going 45 here, I can make this one a 45 to keep it going parallel all around the edge. And then to close off the outline of this here, take that down, take that point there. Now the insides here, remember all lines go parallel to each other. For example, if I went 45 here, I go 45 there. If I went vertical here, I go vertical here. So with these slopes here, we also take them at the same angle. So that edge there is sloped at that angle there. This one also goes back at that angle there. And this one, do the same idea again. Line it up, use side set squares, and connect that down as well. And the last one, the bottom here, and here. And this one comes back at 45.2. We measure back 10 here. Going parallel with the bottom here again. And we take that point across our 10mm line going here. And then these two will go parallel to each other there as well. And we add our 10mm to the base. That'll go all the way across to there.